What's good, Buckeye School family, Buckeye Nation? Hope all is well on this Tuesday evening. Do me a favor, hit that like button out the gate. You know what to do. Also, thank you everyone who subscribed. We're killing it. We're like super duper close to our next 38,000. So we're going to get that tonight. I'm very confident. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe now. Also, you podcasters who prefer podcasts, go to Apple Podcasts and please subscribe there as well. Helps us out a ton. Free, quick, and easy. Also, we're going to talk about some intel on Michigan's coaching search and the failures that have come with it, and how it's just like the dumpster fires are just all over the place. But also, we're inching closer to figuring out who the Buckeyes will play. All right, so we're days closer. They play Saturday, Texas A&M and Miami. We will have and we'll know who we play, and we'll be able to dive into it. And so I'm looking forward to those games as well. But remember also, when you send those wonderful super chats, helps to go towards the Pay It Forward, which is our military and our first responders. We're going to look out for them because they always look out for us. Nevada Buck, what's up, brother? How you feeling tonight?
Oh man, crazy day. This has been a crazy, crazy day. You've had interviews with prospective coaches. We've had just stuff. My phone's just been blowing up left and right with Michigan stuff, and Michigan stuff's seemingly topical. Can't wait for Saturday so we can get an opponent, so we can start honing in on our bowl game. But in the meantime, man, the dumpster fire up in Michigan. I just had to say this this. I share this little anecdote. One of the largest content creators in the world, Moist Critical. He's got 20 million subscribers on YouTube. Got chosen as the content creator of the year. I'm so huge streaming guy, like huge. Covers gaming, drama, other stuff like that. He releases a video and he's like, I normally don't do this. I never cover sports, but I have to do a video on the Sherrone Moore out of Michigan story because it's the craziest story that I've ever. So I was just laughing. I'm like, for people that are wondering when this story is going to kind of go mainstream, well, it's gone mainstream. It's not much more mainstream than that. When you got guys like that covering it, really a crazy story and really a cautionary tale. But yeah, the Michigan stuff just keeps getting weirder. Now it's down to their coaching search and how they're doing it, and it's really a crazy process for sure.
Yeah, and yeah, it keeps getting bigger and bigger. And just to remind y'all, like when stories like this happens, because people are wondering, like, why are you talking about this? And the LLCs, that's from like 2 years ago. Is it? When stories like this happen, just like when the fraudulent scandal that really wasn't a scandal, Tattoogate, happened, all types of journalists and media tried to get a bite of it. With this, it's the same thing. Content creators, media outlets. We talked about how Spiro is teaming up with the great Pablo. What's his last name? Torres. And Nevada, it dawned on me. I didn't realize that was the cat from the Around the Horn show on ESPN. I did not know that. I was like, oh, that's him from Around the Horn. Anyway, super respected journalist. He's looking into the LLCs with Spiro. The Sharks are circling. Okay. This is a massive story with so many different levels. This coaching search thing is just one element of many fires that need to be put out. And so, yeah, we're absolutely going to cover it, but we are looking forward to figuring out our opponent because nobody knows. We don't know who we play. And so, you know what I'm saying? In the meantime, there's scandals galore that need to be talked about in Nevada.
Well, yeah. Now, I wanted to share, and when I was looking at this story today, I found this to be just absolutely fascinating. Talked to two very key agents, like key guys that represent a lot of different coaches, and what I was told is that Michigan has abdicated responsibility for this coaching search away from their interim president and away from their, I'll say, interim athletic director and Ward Manuel to Len Perna from Turnkey. Now, Len Perna is a guy that I've known forever. Len, from back his days at the Illich companies, he was with the Dallas Stars forever and ever. So cross paths with him many times, many common friends and common points of influence. But he runs a search firm, and to have it's very common for organizations to have search firms involved in locating and vetting out potential clients and potential candidates for jobs and things like that.
Yeah.
What's super unusual is to have them running point on the negotiations, the interviewing, running the process, going through due diligence, getting them information, responding to questions. But that's what's going on right now. Michigan is basically Len Perna is running the coaching search for Michigan right now, and it just shows how broken they are right now within their administration. And what I'm told from one of the sources is this is the reason why Kalen DeBoer was not willing to pursue this job any further, was
Makes
because
sense.
of this. This to him was a huge red flag that the administration and the system at Michigan was broken, and that he no longer could be interested in pursuing this because it wasn't a serious opportunity for him, because he would have no idea who he's going to be working with, how he's going to be working with him, what was going to be going on in terms of going on. And I just think that it's really going to limit their ability to land a big name coach. I think that they're right now, I think they're Kenny Dillingham or bust right now. And I think a coach like him, we're talking about the Arizona State coach, not to be confused
Yeah.
with Kyle Whittingham, because some people get Kyle Whittingham and Kenny Dillingham confused. But no, the Arizona State coach, because he's so young. He's such a young guy. And when you hear Kenny Dillingham talk, he's really young. Like, really, there's
Yeah.
young and then there's really young. This looks like this guy could be like your son, there be Moses, in terms of like, he's like young enough. I mean, like, this is a young guy. And I think a young guy like that might be willing to overlook the fact that they don't have a president, overlook the fact that the AD is being fired in disgrace, overlook the fact that the program's on probation, and just say, hey, look, it's the Michigan job. This is one of the better jobs. It's a better job than Arizona State. I'm going to go take it despite that. And I think that today Kenny Dillingham had made some comments in an interview where they asked him point blank, did he want to dispel the Michigan rumors? And I don't know if you saw that or not, but his answer was not exactly confidence inspiring for if you're an Arizona
Yeah.
State person. It was just a weird answer. It was like, well, we are here, and if we're all here and we're not there, then we're there, and we're not here, so we're here. And it was just like, I'm like, what the heck did he just say? But it was and immediately after that, he spiked up on Kalshi as a potential thing. I always look at the prediction market. The prediction markets now, too. If you're not following the prediction markets, very fun to look at when you're on any of these types of things, because you can see how the public's, the perception of who's going to get it. And sometimes you can get a pretty good read. But Dillingham now is the betting favorite to be the next head coach. But if he does swerve on them, if he does, if this was just an effort to better his current position, because he is native born there to Arizona, from there, likes it there, family from there, lives at home. If he's just doing it to sweeten his NIL situation, his coaching staff, a salary pool, et cetera, then where does Michigan go? Where does Michigan go with this? Because their process is so messed up that the big guys aren't considering them. So I've been told today it's pretty much Dillingham or bust. It's Dillingham or, dare I say it, and it's Poggi time. It's Poggi time at that thing. And
Yes.
Ohio State and I are going to be eating. We're going to be dining at Gibson's in Chicago. And
Mm,
I'm going to start off. I've already thought about my meal with Ohio State. I think I'm going to start out with the shrimp cocktail. I'm going to get the shrimp cocktail,
okay.
and then I'm going to go to a Caesar salad, and then I'm going to do like a New York strip, and then baked potato, maybe some of the special butter, and then I'm going to go with the carrot cake. I'm going to finish it off with the carrot. I was between the carrot cake and the brownie, but I think I'm going to go with the carrot cake.
Man, that sounds phenomenal. Listen, I might have to crash that party. Um, I'm a
Well, the
I'm a
carrot cake's
big
big. The carrot cake's big. It's like one of those. They give you the carrot cake, and it's like that
yeah.
big slice. It's not like a little slice of carrot cake. It's like the whole cake they kind of
Oh
bring out.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna have to crash that. Me and the wife. It's been a while. We used to go to Chicago like every year just to go shop and eat and relax. The food scene there is amazing. So I might have to crash that party in Chicago because yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna play this clip, Nevada, because I don't know if I've I did hear parts of it, but I didn't get to hear the whole thing. So this may be a real time um, thing for me right now. I'm about to play it. This is the coach. 40 seconds. Hold on.
The people that are in the foxhole, the coaches. I, I think my job is to try to do whatever I can for the people that are with me, right? The people that are in the foxhole, the coaches that are in the foxhole with me, is I got to do whatever I can to fight for those people, for my family, for everything from that perspective. And kind of, and I love it here. I've said that since day one. That's absolutely never changing. Absolutely never changing. So yeah, that.
All right. So the caption is, y'all, he was asked to dispel the Michigan rumors. It says Kenny Dillingham's response when asked if he wanted to put the Michigan rumors to bed. This was his response. So, and I think it's a longer clip than this, but I mean, this pretty much says it. It's just like, dude, I mean, shoot, Kalen DeBoer's response was more definitive than that. You know what I'm saying? So, yes, it's either, hey, I'm really thinking about this Michigan job because I'm young and I'm going to get this bag and there's glory at the end of this, poop-filled tunnel at Michigan. And if I can get to this poop-filled tunnel, there's glory at the end of it for me. Or guess what? Per my agent, babble when asked about this and get Arizona State people nervous to get that money up. I mean, that's really the only two options. I think it's pretty simple and plain, but I'm laughing. Y'all stupid. The Poggi pizza. Yeah, you might as well. I mean, everybody else gets a pizza on the menu. It would be Pizza the Hut for you Spaceballs fans out there. Not Jabba, but Pizza the Hut. Another hilarious movie. But anyway, Nevada, yeah, I think it's pretty much cut and dry. And I want to respond quickly to your comments about the search firm. It's a mess. Like, you talking about not ideal. You don't have an AD. You have a dead man walking at the AD position with Ward. Right? Everybody knows it at this point. The search firm is not ideal to be negotiating, going back and forth and trying to find your next coach. You got to nail this hire. Like this it's just bad, man. There's no way to sugarcoat this, Nevada. For Michigan fans watching, anybody, this is bad.
Well, yeah, and it's funny because I think in that clip you kind of hear what you want to hear and you see what you want to see. Like the Michigan people think that was like the most encouraging clip of all time, and then I've got other smart people that are there that are like, no, he's literally saying, I've got to fight for the guys in the foxhole. I've got to fight for my coaches. I need Arizona State to step up and pay, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's very interesting, but I really think that's their last stand. I think this is they are pushing all their chips in on this kid, and he's a kid. I mean, he was a high school coach not too long ago. Not even a high school coach, like a high school offensive coordinator at Saugus High School. Wasn't even the head coach. So, like, it's very interesting that that's what Michigan's kind of gone with. But I think when you get that, I think that the big guys, the serious guys, the established guys just don't, they just can't be part of a process like this where there's so much uncertainty. And I know, and this goes true for business, for sports, for anything. Nobody would want to put themselves in a situation where there's just so much uncertainty swirling. And I think the Michigan job is just giving off those vibes. And it's funny now how the knives are all out for Ward Manuel. The knives are all out for Bob Wojciechowski's coming out with the articles, and like everybody knew Sherrone was a bad hire. I mean, dude, just a few weeks ago you were talking about him on the Mount Rushmore of coaches, and Jordan Marshall was writing him online love letters calling him the best coach, and how he created the best culture, and he wasn't a big meanie like Ryan Day who was only out for himself. And it's like I love the Michigan way is absolutely, when they are done with you, man, they turn on you and they are gone, and that's it. And the Jordan Marshall thing is just beautiful. He's the best coach in college football. How he carries himself, it's all about culture. It's like,
Bro.
I have a question for you. I just have a question for you.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get too far afield on this, but so Sherrone Moore gets the sampler platter named after him. And then Sherrone Moore wants to flex with his girlfriend. And he's like, I know you like that cauliflower pizza. I'm going to call the little brown jug and tell him to name the pizza after you. Can you imagine how that phone call must have gone? Like, hello, little brown jug. Yeah, this is Sherrone Moore. Hey, Sherrone, what's going on? Hey, man, you know that cauliflower pizza you got? Can you name it after Paige Shivers? Um, why Sherrone? Well, just do it. All right. I know you got the Michael Phelps thing and the Charles Woodson thing and stuff and famous people, but please, 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 it'll really help me out again. Okay, Sherrone, we'll name the cauliflower pizza. I mean, what? Who does that? I mean, what a nerd, man.
A
This guy
simp.
should be fired. He should be fired just for being a simp, man. I'm just telling you, he should be.
I mean, the levels of simpery is astronomical. It keeps getting worse. I mean, look, Sherrone Moore, and look, we were saying this, me and my buddies, we were saying this about him before any of this. Okay, so this is not me just circling and just coming around. No, we already felt this way, and now this is confirmation. He's one of them dudes, okay, he was a good athlete, but you know how you got some good athletes, like, but they're lame. If they didn't have like talent or like ability, to play sports, they would just be lame and corny. But they're still lame and corny, but the fact that they play sports kind of gets them over the hump. And so that's Sherrone Moore to me. He's one of them dudes who's just like, this dude is a lame. He's a simp. He's willing to, I mean, obviously what he did was ridiculous as far as destroying his family, his own life with his decisions. But it's like the things surrounding it just reek of lame. Again, I understand getting emotional as an athlete. Listen, we've been overcome with joy when winning, and sometimes you shed a tear, like you choked up. This dude was straight up bawling, weeping on TV after that win against Penn State in that cheating season. Talking about, coach, this for you, coach. It's just the signs have been there.
Well, yeah, but B, how many? You played sports at a very, very high level. How many times were you sobbing on the court or on the
Never.
field after the game?
Never.
Like never, ever, never, ever, ever.
Never. And again, listen, I've been emotional, like fired up because we won. Like, let's go. Like, what I mean? Like, weeping like that. I mean, look, okay, put it like this. Let me bring this around perspective wise. Jordan, tears holding the trophy, thinking about his pops who died. You know what I mean? Like, there's acceptable things here. So I'm not saying you can't cry as a man, and don't come for me on that. What Sherrone did was he's just, come on, man. Like, and I was so happy, Nevada, when Stephen A came on First Take, whenever he did, and was just like, why is this grown man crying like that on TV? I mean, like, it was ridiculous. I'm saying this to say that this simpery that we're seeing, the signs were there, the lameness, just the goofiness, the signs were there. But yeah, bro, I thought this was fake. I thought Spiro was trolling. I thought y'all were trolling when y'all first told me about this pizza. It's like, dude, like it's just, you can't make this stuff up, man. So anyway.
Well, they had Jim Harbaugh on today, and he described it. They asked him if he had talked to Sherrone Moore, had a communication with Sherrone Moore, and he did. And he's like, well, how is he doing? And he's like, well, he's gone through a tragedy. He's gone through a tragedy. Now, to me, a tragedy is like if a cyclone came and like that your house or something like that, or like, this isn't a This is Sherrone Moore being a simp and ruining his family's life. Like, I have no sympathy for Sherrone Moore. Don't tell me about his sex addiction. Don't tell me about it. You know what I'm saying? Like the emotional thing of whatever. I don't want to hear about that. He made bad decisions, selfish decisions, and I feel terrible for his wife and his kids. Yeah, I really do. Sure. I do. For sure, because they didn't ask for this. They didn't ask to be humiliated. They didn't ask but for Sherrone Moore, cry me a freaking river, man. Like, I have no empathy for that guy. I just don't. And maybe that makes me a bad person. And while I'm a bad person, I'm going to ask you guys one more time. Hit that subscribe button. We are like 12 away from 38,000. We're like literally, you could be the one that puts us over 38,000 right now. We're so close. And I know we got like over 1,000 people live right now. Just hit hit that subscribe button. Take us over the top. We go over the top. We're going to celebrate. It's like, do you remember the movie Over the Top there, B. Moses, with the Sly Stallone arm wrestling movie? Remember, you put
Yes.
the hat around. You should get like the
Yes.
hat, the do-rag, and turn the do-rag around when we get to 38,000 or something like that. And
I'm gonna rock the do-rag on air. I'm gonna scare some
you,
people, but
you
I'm gonna
did. You
rock
brought
it.
it. You brought it on accidentally the other day on the pre-show. You came on with the do-rag, and I seriously, I was startled. I'm not gonna lie. I was, I
Not
was startled.
startled.
I was startled. It was a little jarring. It was a little jarring. I got to be honest with you. But then you took it off. You got primped up the hair a little bit there. You did a little sprint. You have a little spritzer that you spritz on your face.
Little
That's why your face looks so youthful. You got that spritzer. You just spritz. Yeah.
Oh, that's but. Hey, so look. So look, I gotta be careful. This is my coaching night, so we got about 15 more minutes. So I want to make sure we hit everything real quick. And also, if you got super chats, I see them coming and get them in now. About to jump on them. Afro. That's a quote from an old movie. It's called it's with Robert Townsend. Why am I forgetting the name of the movie? Hollywood Shuffle. You ever seen Hollywood Shuffle?
I don't think I have.
Okay,
I've seen the Ladies Man though. The Ladies.
Oh
Man,
that's another one I want to see again soon. That is just hilarious. But again, let me focus. All right. So one more. I want to show y'all this. I'm showing y'all this because, Nevada just talked about how, he doesn't feel sorry for Sherrone Moore. We don't feel sorry for Michigan. We feel sorry for the wife and kids, the real victims, and whoever was threatened, their life was threatened. But as far as this scandal and these scandals, here's the contrast. I showed y'all, we showed y'all Desmond Howard and his ridiculous comments back in 2011. Because I shout out to Justin Spiro for posting these on Twitter. This is John Navarro. Remember him? Michigan quarterback. This is about the Tattoogate stuff. He said, I don't like Ohio State. Those people still showing support for Jim Tressel are basically saying, we don't care about the rules. We want to win at any cost. This is tattoos, y'all. Tattoos. That just shows what kind of fans and what kind of place that is. Tressel will be tarnished and that program will be tarnished. We don't know the extent of what was going on. Are you freaking kidding me? I love these receipts, and this is why I was so beyond pissed off during Tattoogate. Okay, not because the players, so it was against the rules at the time. It's not now because it was dumb and NIL's here. Okay, take your penalty for that. It was the over-the-top takes like these. It was the over-the-top takes from the media, especially from Michigan people, that really irritated my soul, Nevada, because now you flip it. This is exponentially worse. Like, this is not even in the same galaxy, but yet they're quiet. No one is eating humble pie. No one is saying, you know what, our program is a dumpster fire right now. I'm not a proud alum right now. You don't hear maybe Rich Eisen every now and then will say something, maybe, but Nevada, like, keep them coming, Justin. Keep the quotes coming, man.
Well, yeah, the sanctimonious, faux outrage that there was over the tattoos and stuff. I think that's what makes the whole thing so delicious to me. Is just that the Michigan people, that there's no awareness on behalf of the Michigan. None of those Michigan people are stepping up now and going, I want to be fair. I said this with this. Look, I was wrong. This is 1,000 times worse. This is 1,000 times worse. I mean, it
Yes.
just is at every level. I mean, if we had any one of these scandals going on, I'd be just mortified, absolutely mortified. And for them to have an entire page, the Lansing Journal did an entire newspaper page of Michigan scandals. And these aren't minor ones. We've talked about the 7 coaches arrested. It's just a dumpster fire. But this coaching search is just a continuation of that. They're going to get a kid. They're going to get the Dillingham kid, or it's Poggi time. And that's what they're left to. That's where the program is at this point in time. And I love every minute of it, because it couldn't happen to a worse fan base and a worse athletic department. And I'm loving watching it burn.
Yep. 1000% agree. All right, let's jump on them. Jay Coburn, thanks for the $4.99. Don't need Christmas gifts. The Team Up North scandals are the gifts that keep on giving. It's true. Michigan fans thought after they escaped the 2-year required bowl ban that's in the document, for those, if you're bored one day, read the 72-page document on Michigan. I know Michigan fans haven't read it because they think they were exonerated because they didn't get a bowl ban. You didn't get a bowl ban because the COI felt sorry for the kids. I'm going to keep telling y'all that. Read the document. It's clear. It's damning. It's scathing. And so they thought, oh, victory, Buckeye scoop, screw you. And we didn't get a bowl ban and yay. No, damning report. Number one, you didn't make the playoffs the next 2 years after that. We made sure of that this year. All types of, tomfoolery going on with your coaches, arrests, show causes galore. And now you got all this mess. Like, are you really winning? You're not. You're in turmoil right now. Who's really winning right now? I'll tell you what, we ain't losing over here. So have fun with that and sit in that. Nevada?
Well, like the only thing that could make it better is when we win the national championship for the back-to-back season. You know what I'm saying?
Boy.
I mean that's the only thing that's a better gift than all these Michigan scandals is when we go back to back and we're on a historical run going into 2026. And they're sitting there, with Biff Poggi telling stories about University of Charlotte football or whatever they got going for them. But I mean, the Michigan boards now are like sunshine pumping. They're just happy to do that. Like they're just talking about how great this whole thing is. And I'm like, guys, you guys are out of your mind, man. They're talking about, oh, look at, I love this. The latest one is look at Underwood's stats compared to Dante Moore as a freshman. He's going to be the first pick in the draft in years. And I'm like, just because Dante Moore improved doesn't mean Underwood is, man. I'm just telling you, that guy sucks.
Yeah, and I think Dante Moore probably, I don't know him personally, but just from what we can see from afar, probably has a better attitude. I don't recall him taking selfies, losing in the game and laughing while they're losing and all the other stuff and saying you ain't never seen a freshman like me and it's me versus Matt Patricia. Like, come on, like two different kids now. So we'll see.
And also he had a good enough sense to go to Oregon, sit for a year behind Dylan Gabriel and learn, and then go on in terms of doing it. What's Underwood? Underwood's at Michigan, the worst quarterback development place in the world. That's where he's at. He ain't going to progress from there.
That's a great point. Great point. It's all about decisions. I understand the bag. I get it. Get your bag if that's what it means to you. But just saying. Legend Bay, thank you for bringing this up. Caleb Longhurst did tweet this out that he officially, Legend Bay officially has been released from his signing with Tennessee. And so we know he's been posting pictures of him in Buckeye stuff and still letting people know this is where he wants to be. So kudos to Tennessee for just not playing games and releasing him. And so hopefully we'll get an official announcement that he'll be a Buckeye, Nevada.
Well, Caleb actually followed that up with another one saying that Legend Bay has officially signed with Ohio State.
Oh, nice. So that must have been while we were on air. That's dope.
Yeah, while we're on air. So stuff comes at you fast. So Tennessee has released him, and apparently Legend Bay, who we've been telling you this was going to. I didn't think it was going to happen today. I thought it wouldn't happen until he turned 18 on Christmas Eve. But Legend Bay, if there's not a kid, I know we root for every kid in the class. But man, root for this kid. Root for this kid. This kid wanted to be a Buckeye in the worst way, and did it the hard way, doing it against his family's wishes, and just incredible. He'll always be one of my favorites as a result. And like I said, I root for them all, but definitely going to be rooting for Legend.
Yep, boom, there it is. Signed. Is that on the screen? Yeah, it is. Let me see. One of the most athletic players in the country, set to make his way to Columbus, Texas native. Yeah, I love this kid's game. When we reviewed his film on the show, you could hear my excitement. Like, this kid is a dog. And so I'm very, very happy that he is in the fold, man. And yeah, like you said, I know some people try to say, well, stay away from him. He's a problem. No, the family's a problem. There's no evidence that he's been the issue. So we'll welcome him with open arms, bring him in, and let that brotherhood, get at him and get him going, man, because this kid is talented. Very happy. Sean the Hammer, thanks for being a Scoop Ultra member for 24 months. That's a long time, man. Appreciate you. They hate us because they ain't us. Facts. I mean, that's just a forever fact. Michigan has wanted to be Ohio State for a very long time. Their best players in the history have come from Ohio. It's just they started cheating because they were tired of losing to Ohio State. Harbaugh was tired of getting choke slammed by Urban Meyer. We broke them. It's just so funny. They try to project their stuff on us. We broke you, and you're soft. Those were the taunts during the cheating years that they, heaped on us. But really, there's nothing softer than an elaborate cheating scandal to finally get over the hump against your rival. And, just being, beat like a baby seal getting clubbed for 20 years. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's over now, though. It's over. And now you're just spinning in the wind, Nevada.
I hate to contradict you, but I say there is something softer than starting a cheating scandal to beat your rival, and that's calling up the little brown jug to name a pizza after your impregnated
Touche.
girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Like that. Hello,
Touche.
little brown jug. The little brown jug. Paige really loves that pizza. Can you do me a solid?
Can you do? Oh, the sippery. Good Lord. And, I mean, it's not just the simpery, it's the stupidity. It's just like, dude, what are you doing? All right, never mind. Let me move on. I gotta go. All right. Tyler Lewis, thanks for the $9.99. I'm going to the Cotton Bowl. What are the chances of meeting B. Moses in Nevada? I already know Nevada's gonna be like, B. Moses, you got a seat next to me if you get a flight.
All we need is a private plane with going down from Columbus, but it's got an extra seat. It could be one of those like life flights, like they have those flights like for those dogs and stuff like that, or for like those people that I saw one like this dog one where they had these two senior dogs and they flew them from like L.A. to Chicago, and there's people there. It was like it was so sweet. These dogs were so sweet, and I'm like, if they had a life flight over there and they could put B. Moses in there, I have an extra ticket for the Cotton Bowl with B. Moses' name right. So, so the answer is there's a chance to meet Nevada, and all we need is a private plane with extra seat on it, and we can deliver B. Moses in there for the daily double.
Can I get the private jet that Julian got to fly to New York? Hit me up with that. I'm worth
exactly.
it.
You're okay with that.
So
okay
we'll see. Stay tuned. But otherwise, Tyler, it will be nice to meet you and all of you at some point. I've met some of you in person, like Iowa Buckeye and, and others. It's been dope. That's the plan and that's the hope. So we're going to make it happen.
Now, B, do you get stopped when you're like in person there in Columbus? Do people stop you all the time and be like, hey, B. Moses, you B. Moses from the podcast?
Every now and then, not that often, which is cool. I mean, I'm not, listen, it just depends on where I'm at. If I'm on campus at a game and stuff like that, then it's like, yeah. But just walking into Kroger, nah, not often, which is cool with me.
Man, we gotta change it. You see B. Moses, shot him out. Just start screaming, B. Moses, that's you.
See, I just snorted. No, but yeah. It's all about the location. All right, was it Chris? How do I say this? Krazikenberry? Did I say that right? I saw you sent the $4.99, but then you sent a comment. Thanks for the $4.99 twice, I guess. My oldest brother went to the team up north, and he would be pissed beyond words do about this BS. I'm glad he's not here to see it. Yeah. I mean, yeah, God bless your brother for that, for having that righteousness, because I don't care who you are. It's ridiculous. It's utterly ridiculous. And so the fact that they're still digging their heels in Nevada and just playing this game of, oh, we're still strong, we're still Michigan, and just acting like this stuff doesn't matter is, I guess that's the Michigan way.
Yeah, no, God bless you, your brother, man, and yeah, we need more good Michigan people that do see what a scandal this is and to call it out, because this is crazy.
Absolutely. All right. Last super chat here. Gio did. Thanks for the 5. Bottom line, the Cheetahs up north will be delusional until the end of time. True. I've been diehard since the early 70s, and the Cheetahs up north has remained delusional, pathetic. Very true. It's just the truth. And I said this to Devin the other day when he was asking about, are they ever going to admit? They're never going to admit it. It'll be sprinkled, but by and large, they'll never admit it. But it doesn't matter because the whole world is laughing at you. The whole world knows you're a dumpster fire, and the people who follow college football know you're cheaters, and that natty is fraudulent. So to me, that warms my heart at the end of the day. And then, of course, the Buckeyes still ascending and doing what we're doing, looking to go back to back, just makes it even better. So, yeah, Nevada.
Yeah, and wait till Justin Spiro comes in and takes that natty from you. Oh boy, that's coming. That's coming,
glorious. Boys. I gotta pull the picture out. There it is, right there. There it is. Hit you with that LLC Thanos snap. Should have aimed
inevitable.
for the head.
He is inevitable.
Oh, resources finite. So what did he say? Something finite. It was very eloquent. That was one of my favorite Thanos lines. But anyway, listen, Coach Moses got to go. We are 1-0. We're looking to go 2-0 this week with these young boys. We're going to teach them defense tonight, shuffling and moving your feet on defense and stop hacking before you get fouled out. That's the goal tonight for Coach Moses. Any last words, Nevada?
Work on some inbounds plays, man. And you'll feel like a real coach, man. You can carry a clipboard.
We're going to try to do that.
You have a clipboard or anything like that? You carry
yes,
a clipboard?
we do. Yep.
Okay, good.
Cool. Listen, Buckeye Scoop family, Buckeye Nation, we love you as always. Appreciate you. And see y'all tomorrow. All right. Peace and go Bucks.